Welcome to another SRI New Home Showcase. Today we're here at Grand Dunman. My name is Ainsley and we'll be sharing with you a little bit more about this blockbuster launch that has surpassed over 1,000 units that is proudly developed by the 𝐃𝐔𝐍𝐍 Group as well as CSE Land Group. So we're here with Ken Loh, our managing partner of SRI, and Ken, we want to find out what's so special about this plot in Grand Dunman.
So everybody knows Grand Dunman for its sheer size with more than 1,000 units. Probably the largest launch this year.
Okay.
And also its proximity to the Dakota MRT station. When the team and I dive deeper into the research of this plot, we found out a lot more insights around this area. Being in Grand Dunman allows you to enjoy the best of both districts. So if you look at the map over here, this river that cuts across this plot is actually the demarcation between where District 15 and 14 are.
Okay.
Right, so living in Grand Dunman gives you the close proximity to enjoy the heritage and the culture of East Coast. You are just minutes walk away from the Tanjong Katong Road, where it is the heart of East Coast, right, where all the famous eateries and everything are. If you cross the river, then you are entering to District 14, and that's where you get to enjoy the Heartlander likes, for example, your old airport centre.
Right.
And yet, because it is so close to D14, we are actually in very close proximity, just about 5 minutes drive away from your CBD. Towards the southern side of this plot, we are actually sitting right at the tip of one of the most prestigious landed area in the eastern part of Singapore. When we did some studies, we have seen even stronger statistics where these areas' landed prices have surpassed even prices in your District 10 Bukit Timah area.
Well, that's very interesting to be super close to all the amenities. So Ken, talking about the whole landed zone, right? So does that mean that we're going to have a lot of views down that way?
Those who are facing the southern side actually get quite fantastic views. There are some blocks that are facing more towards the eastern side. They do get fantastic views as well.
Sure.
Because we are surrounded by the landed area, the highest block that we see is actually your Zhongzhen High School, which is just 5 stories high.
Sure.
So with Grand Dunman rising up to 18 stories, you actually get quite a nice panoramic view towards the southern side. You do get views of the sea as well. Actually, when we took Waterbank at Dakota as a case study, and when we pit it against the other leasehold condos within District 14 and 15, we have seen very superior statistics in terms of the highest transacted per square foot, sales and rental transaction volume.
Okay.
And this shows how popular this area is because of the convenience and the wholesome attributes that the locale gets to enjoy.
Sure. Let's talk a little bit more about the schools. What are some of the schools within 1 kilometer that we can expect here?
So we are within 1 kilometer to 𝐃𝐍 School, and 𝐃𝐍 is one of the more popular primary school within this area. Based on the last MOE announcement, they have reduced the number of slots from your phase 2A and 2B. Recent 1.5 years, we have seen a surge in terms of the demand for homes that are within 1 kilometer to the schools, and we have also seen a more aggressive price appreciation and higher transaction in terms of rental for condos and homes within 1 kilometer.
So let's talk a little bit more about the connectivity that you can expect around Grand Dunman.
We are within just 2 minutes stroll to Dakota MRT.
Yes, we are.
And Dakota MRT station is within the Circle Line, and Circle Line is catered for your Greater Southern Waterfront.
Yes.
Right, so when you look at the entire Circle Line, you are actually seeing about 40% of the stations that are covering the entire Greater Southern Waterfront. With this proximity to the MRT station, it brings us maybe within 4 to 5 stops into your Marina Bay area. This Circle Line, when it's fully operational, will definitely boost the prices of homes around Circle Line.
Okay, very nice. Now, next thing, Ken, talking a little bit more about driving, what kind of conveniences are we looking at when we talk about driving?
We are just within less than 5 minutes drive away from 3 major expressways. On top of that, you also have a straight road down towards your Nico Highway that brings you directly into the extended new part of the CBD, which is where your Midtown, your Suntec area is.
Sure. Now, let's talk a little bit more about the amenities that one can enjoy when they live around the area.
So that's the beauty of being in Grand Dunman, right?
Yeah.
Because you are just less than 3 minutes walk away from your famous old airport food centre. And if you walk further down, you actually have your Kallang Estate Market. On the eastern side, if you walk maybe less than 10 minutes, you are then into the heart of East Coast, where Tanjong Katong Road is.
Sure.
And that's where all your famous eateries are.
That's true. A lot of cafes and restaurants are there as well.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, very nice. So Ken, let's look a little bit more macro. Are there any other major developments, master plans that we need to take note around the area?
I like the fact that it is not within the area because it makes Grand Dunman still livable the way you look at it.
Sure.
But yeah, at the same time, just within 5 minutes drive away from all around us, there are going to be large transformations that will take place. And I think this will create a very strong ripple effect to transform and evolve the lifestyle and the livability even better. Up north, we are just within 3 minutes to Paya Lebar Central, and that's the area whereby you have a lot of grade A offices, shopping alternatives,
Sure.
F&B options.
That's right.
Further up, we have your Paya Lebar Airbase, which is slated to move in the 2030. And that area, once it moves off, will actually free up land as large as 5 times the size of Toa Payoh.
Wow.
They can yield more than 150,000 homes. But I think what is important to Grand Dunman residents, right, is that they get to enjoy added new amenities, because with such a big township that is forming up,
Yep.
I'm pretty sure there will be a lot more amenities that will come in. I believe there will be more shopping malls that will provide alternatives to us in Grand Dunman. Of course, on the deeper side, with the airbase moving, it will then leave off the height restrictions around the area. As you know, we are on a 3.5 plot ratio, but we are only up to 18 stories high. So the moment the airbase moves, this plot can actually build up higher than even 30 to 40 stories high. I believe that a lot of the older condos and developments, even your HDB, will have a higher potential to go through en bloc and SERS because of the larger GFA that they can build. As we move further towards the Gilimat area, we all know that Lorong 4 to 22, where Geylang is, that entire zone has been transformed from a residential zoning into a full commercial / institution zoning, right? And they're sitting on a plot ratio of 2.8. So I can already imagine once the airbase moves off, this place will transform into potentially office buildings that can build up to 20, 30 stories high. So it is exciting to know that all these are small little exit points that you get in a plot that is already so strong in attributes.
Right.
But yet along the years, you get to see all this transformation taking place all around you, enhancing your livability and increasing your value.
Well, that's so cool to know that there's so much of stuff happening around the area. Now, let's check out the model, shall we? Let's go. So we're standing in the model, and I cannot help but notice how majestic this whole development is. The site is just amazingly big.
It's super huge.
So tell us a little bit more. It looks super classy, looks rather different from something out of the norm that we usually see. Tell us a little bit more.
So I think the sheer size makes this entire development looks enormous. We have a total of 1,008 units sitting on a big land size of more than 270,000 square feet.
Sure.
We have units comprising from 1 bedrooms all the way to 5 bedrooms. And of course, we have 2 special dual keys of a 2 bedroom and a 3 bedroom dual keys. Right, so I think dual keys have again regained its popularity in the recent times because of the increase of ABSD. It allows your homestay and your investment to coexist within one unit itself.
Right, makes sense.
And I think the 2 bedroom dual keys are going to be a huge attraction for a lot of investors because they get to rent out both units at the same time. I like how the developer has segregated 2 different collections. You have your luxury collection that comprises of your typical units, and it sits across the majority of the blocks. Right, so they have 1 bedrooms to 5 bedrooms of the typical sizes in your luxury collection. I like how the developer has chosen a very unique color to complement the curtain glass wall. So you can see behind us, the luxury collection actually runs on a silver color.
Right.
So I think Grand Dunman will rise up as a very iconic, majestic building within the Dunman area. And of course, on the Grand collection, which is only 1 block that is sitting on the other side, they are actually following the signature color that Sing Hai Yi has brought forth from a lot of other developments that they've built before. It is the champagne gold color, and it comprises of very large units of 3 to 5 bedrooms. They are all with private lifts. The 3 bedrooms are already as large as more than 1,400 plus square feet. 4 bedrooms are more than 1,700 square feet, and the 5 bedrooms are sitting on a massive size of 2,100 square feet. This development will definitely stand out. The part I like about this development is also that the whole frontage is where Dunman Road is. Interestingly, the entire other perimeter of this entire development is actually hugged and covered by Geylang River. Almost 2/3 of the entire development is actually linked to your park connectors. That's the reason why we have a total of 4 side gates. So you can see the main entrance driving in from this area with a very huge grand arrival plaza to wow all your visitors who are coming into this area. We have 3 levels of basement parking. We have 1 side gate that is at the main gate area. We have a 2nd side gate that leads you out directly to the future bus stop that's in front. So there's even more enhanced convenience on top of the MRT station that's located near. We have 2 more side gates at the back where it opens up directly to the park connector. This provides a very convenient lifestyle the residents within Grand Dunman will enjoy. So Ainsley, this is one of the clubhouses that we have within Grand Dunman. This is what we call the Jewel Clubhouse.
Okay.
And Jewel Clubhouse comprises of 3 levels. The ground level, we have a total of 5 shops, and the developers are not planning to sell it.
Okay.
They are planning to manage the tenant mix, which
That's
which is very important
Yep.
for residents. They have ideas of bringing in a good mix of tenants, for example, like your pets grooming, a mini mart, laundry services and stuff. The public can access these 5 shops, but yet at the same time, you do get privacy within the development. There's a side gate that prevents them from entering the development.
Right.
For residents, as they enter through the development, there's actually a lift where they can access to level 2 and level 3. Right. So on level 2, we have very nice function rooms that allows your gatherings with a nice patio area where you can overlook the river and the park connect. As you transcend up to the 3rd level, that is where you will have your karaoke and your music room.
Beautiful.
The other corner, we also have a golf simulator and a games room. These facilities are really good for families to gather. So we're here at the pool clubhouse, and this area takes center stage of Grand Dunman. That is where the heart and where all the activities will be flowing through.
Okay.
So you can see from here we have a very nice 50-meter slab pool, and it doesn't follow the usual rectangular shape because of the river that is flowing through. So the concept actually flows into the pool area where it looks like the stream as well. Interestingly, you can swim across and under the clubhouse. It leads you to a vortex. It doubles up as a hydro massage pool area. So I think that is where a lot of people will congregate and families will have fun in. So we had 3 function rooms in the Jewel Clubhouse. Over here, we have another 2 function rooms. So a total of 5 function rooms to cater to the 1,000 units here. And of course, on the 2nd level, you actually have a very grand gym that is sitting on more than 1,000 square feet. You get to enjoy the view of the grand pool while you're exercising. And then of course, through the 2nd level, you actually have a treetop walk that leads you to another viewing deck. And then after that, it will lead you to the kids play area where you have a lot of different amenities and functions within this park. And I like how they have nicely placed your barbecue pavilion here, so that if you have a party with kids around, you can actually book this barbecue pavilion. And this is how the entire development will be perfect for families to live in.
Very nice, very well thought of as well. All right, it's time to go check out show units, are we?
Yeah, let's go. So I hope everybody liked what we have presented on Grand Dunman. I think this is a very rare plot for homeowners and investors to buy into. It has so strong attributes all around, purely by its location, being just 2 minutes away from MRT station, with all the market and food centers that are surrounding us, spectacular views, macro redevelopments that will take place all around us, and yet being so close to the heritage of D15 and just 5 minutes away from your CBD area. The sheer size of more than 1,000 units will ensure the continuous appreciation of the development together with very high transaction volume year on year. So I think Grand Dunman presents a very safe purchase for buyers in the market, and it has also presented multiple exit points along the years that you're going to stay in Grand Dunman.
For sure. We've come to the end of our SRI New Home Showcase right now, and I just want to let you know that Grand Dunman previews from the 1st to the 11th of July. So if you would like to come on by to check it out, which I think you really should, then you should contact your preferred SRI salesperson to join us right here at the show flat. So without further ado, we look forward to seeing you right here. And my name is Ainsley.
I'm Ken.
And we'll see you guys here.
Bye-bye.